Hello, I love you. I love you and welcome. Welcome to this present moment. My dog is like trying not to give me a moment alone. And every time I'm ready to present as my full authentic self, something else changes in my reality that is another obstacle and another challenge to see if I can stick it out. Thank you for the kisses. Thank you, I love you. Thank you for the kisses. She may come up in my lap in a bit. How did that one get upside down again? I gotta look at my deck. While I look at my deck, we're gonna ground in. Call in my guides and my ancestors. My spirit team. The light and the truth of the essence of the soul in which that I am. We're gonna ask for my shadow and my ego to step aside while I deliver messages. Meant to invoke higher wisdom, higher learning, and higher consciousness. She will settle down in a minute. I hope. This is why I haven't been on in a while. I will be initiating my cosmic series again. I've been trying to, my third eye is painting. I've tried to record the moon twice. It just doesn't work. It's chaos over here. It's sheer chaos. Okay. So right now I'm just waiting for a shadow card to come out to see what message. I just saw the devil, but it didn't come out. To see what message and what shadow we're going to be working with today. My babies. My babies. You are safe right now. Please be safe right now. Please feel safe right now. I have an energy that's trying to make me feel like I'm not stable as a human soul. I have the Nine of Pentacles. Can you get off of my belly? Oh, so this is... See, that devil did show up. And it is obstacle, anger, and ignorance. And it's in the subconscious mind. And I came up with the Six of Cups, which is recollection, nostalgia, and memory. But for me, it's my past life card. And it's my also, as well as being past life card, it is ancestral patterning. It is being offered the same cycle, accepting the same toxic cycle your ancestors accepted. It looks like there has been some kind of independence gained from this persistent obstacle or this ignorant, emotional pattern, distressing pattern. So in this deck, the Nine of Pentacles is familiarity. I always always say that a little bit weird. Understood emotions and thoughts of thoughts of another made one's own. So not only are you repeating the emotional patterns, but you're repeating the thought patterns of your family lineage. Oh, weird. The Tower is the next card, and then Judgment is the next card. Underneath here we have introspection with the Hermit card. Oh, shoot. Hermit, High Priestess, Emperor, Empress. So those ones are the major arcanas. And they're important. It's very important. So we have a subconscious toxic tower that was brought upon by our request to bring some kind of angelic balance to this wound that has been experienced for from generation to generation. We've asked for a messenger, a message, and a scroll. Like, you can't see it on this side, the conscious mind, but you can see it here on the subconscious mind. This bird has a little scroll on it with a little red thread. Okay, where did it go? Hey! I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get to use my magnifying glass today. It's right here. No, that's a lighter. I like to be prepared, and something doesn't want me to be prepared. Okay, so we're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this crazy information that was given here. Is this a feminine deck? Okay. So we have an unconscious timeout. We've taken a step back to do meditation or look within, to contemplate the term, I think, therefore I am. And then, which ignites our inner knowing, awareness, intuition, and perception. So we have the paternal love and the maternal love both showing up. So this is not only a pattern of the mother line, but the father line as well. And administration, rulership, experience, and knowledge. Knowledge again. The High Priestess isn't known as knowledge. It's the Empress that's known as knowledge. So this is I'm getting the Brady Bunch again. I almost called it the Lady Bunch. This was coming up the other day when I put out a story on the table of there's a story of a man named Brady, but it was different. There's a story. Here's a story of a lovely lady. I don't know, it was a little bit different, but I'm getting that again here with this family, this blending of the family. It looks like the High Priestess is the offspring of the Emperor and the Empress. And it is your responsibility to bring independence to the family line that your parents didn't want to look at. So this tower is brought upon you because you are the descent of the angelic being. This is a 20 and this is a 2. So these two cards coalesce, correspond. And then we have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a 9 here. I have a 9 here. I have a 6, 6. I have a 7 here and I have a 7 here. There's a tower. Maybe this tower ripples the relationship that your parents have. 7, 7. Okay, let's get in there some more. Let me take a look. Oh, don't go all over the place. So I'm going to try and get a card out for each, but it doesn't always work out that way. So first of all, what is coming into the independence? What is gaining a new beginning? It was upright in the deck. So we go from the 9 of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles. Let's see if there was, there's the Devil on the bottom again. Just to reiterate, because the Devil was on the bottom to begin with. Let me just make sure there's not a whole whack of cards upside down. Paisley, I love you. If you want to come and sit on my lap, you're free to come and sit on my lap. But until I'm finished, you need to lay down. Until I'm finished, you need to lay down. Or you can go in your cage. Do you want to go in your cage? No? Then lay down. Yep. Come on. Come on up. You want to come on up? Come on. Are you going to come up? I love you. I'm still going to do my thing here. So it's not attention for the doggy. It's not attention for the doggy. Do you want to go on the couch? I'm not going outside. No, it's not happening. Okay, what is this what is this repeating pattern? It might have to do with not being loyal, with the dog sitting at the open gate. Maybe loyalty has never found its way into your home. Let's take a look. 6, it's chaos. There was hard thought patterns. It was something that needed a higher perspective. Yeah, you definitely need to get into calmness before you can take action towards love and towards emotional fulfillment. But this person offering a small gesture of love is not standing in the emotional pool and is creating this offer from a place of shadow. So it doesn't really help me a lot on that, but there's some kind of travel that needs to happen for you to be able, internal travel, with it being in a hot air balloon. The hot air balloon for me is the code for go within, for meditate, which we already have here, and we have it twice. If there's Oh no. Meditate is here. The next card. I'm smelling flowery lady's perfume. It comes a lot when I open myself up. Some mother or grandmother that's passed. Okay, hey! Can you stop dragging the chair on the floor? Okay. Sorry, man. Now, what needs to be meditated on to come into perspective, awareness? What needs to be looked at inwardly? See this thing. The cycle. The cycle of communicating that you feel like you're in the dark. Your feminine mind has been betrayed and heartbroken. Okay, so somebody else is carrying your truth, but they're working in the shadows? No. Because their behavior had you held up for a long time as they were acting immaturely in the background. Now, abandonment is the wound that you need to look at to create the transformation, and it leaves your father line confused. It leaves your father's line evaluating where they spent their time emotionally. That's the next step, the Seven of Cups. So it puts this active spin on. I had the Hangman and the High Priestess, so a new perspective of healing. It has the father line finally moving forward. When you take time out to evaluate. Thank you, Grandma. I don't know whose grandma is. My grandma? No, it's not my grandma. It's not my grandma. Is it Grandma? Is it Grandma Radford? Is it Grandma Poopart? Yes. Thank you, Grandma. I'm not quite sure what you need from me at the moment. I'm kind of busy doing my, can we channel your message afterwards and I'll write it down for you? Okay, so besides making the father review the emotional, is the father going to look, okay, so the masculine was in the subconscious and the feminine was in the conscious mind. And over here, the feminine is in the conscious mind. The feminine is trying to be held accountable for reviewing the emotional state, the emotional sharing, how options have been, oh, that's a lot. Chosen. Judgment is coming up again. Judgment is coming up. You're being assisted by judgment because you had a willingness to look within. You had a willingness to create a boundary where the actions inside this boundary would only represent where you want to move to. Okay, so this family cycle review is taking strength to how we shared emotions. It's bringing strength in. And this one came up already about not offering your emotions from the emotional pool. So the father line is witnessing in real time that you have the strength to close the cycle for good in front of everybody that you know victoriously. Being a center of attention to, I no longer want to receive emotions from a person that is creating from their shadow side. If you are not standing in the emotional pool, I will have to look at the beast within, the strength card, the only card in my opinion that will overpower the devil, because this lion is representative of this energy within our own frequency. We all have it. We all have toxic patternings from our childhood that we have to bring down in order to move forward in our angelic light. Where is that? Oh, I just put it away. The judgment. I kind of show it here, but now we have the 20 and the 21. We have, let me see. We have 2, 3, 4. 7. No. Wait. 2, 3, 4, 9. No. 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. 15, 15, 16, 20, and 21. Now, we do have 666 on the table, but that is not the number of the beast. For all of you that are afraid of it, we actually have 66666. Wait, 66666, because the devil equals a 6, and the devil is out here twice. The devil is the only card highlighted out here twice, but the strength card takes care of that. The strength card is somebody that's going to look at all the ways they gave themselves to these toxic patterns and cyclings so that they could elevate out of the cycle and now this is the next step again. Complete the cycle. We have the 6 of swords here. Now we have the 7 of swords. This devil tower is coming into play because of the deception, the sneakiness, the ways you felt cheated out of what was rightfully yours, the new beginning in independence. You had to go through this wounded state of healing, this wounded state of balance, Your wounded warrior was put to the test by angelic tempering, judgment, and the temperance. Both of them are similar energies. Excuse me, but I don't like it. And then the Seven of Cups is coming up again with the Knight of Swords. Now we can look at this truthfully and act in truths and have a connection. High Priestess, it allows you as the High Priestess to enter into your highest union possible. You've healed the emotional state, and it allows you to collaborate from a frequency of love, not from a frequency of bondage. Woo! We have another 6 coming out on the end. The 6 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, bringing reciprocity to who you were always supposed to be in this real world. Holy... No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Dog. Hey. Do you want to go in your cage right now? Do you want to go in your cage? It's none of your business. None of your business. Okay, so it looks like you managed to find your higher love. Bring me a higher of love. Oh, okay. So we're gonna look at what this love is going to look like. If I can please look at what this love is going to look like. Paisley, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Justice. It's gonna look like justice for celebration of the High Priestess. This is the 3rd time the High Priestess came out. So that trumps the Devil. The Devil came out twice. The Devil came out twice. The Lovers came out to trump the Devil card. The Strength card came out to trump the Devil card. Now the Lovers card happens way before the Devil. So you take on a love that you believe is satisfactory. And then it's not until way down the line before you realize that these toxic traits are something that you bound yourself to. So I'm heeding warning of when new relationships come in and new celebrations come in. Can we take some time off of the drinking and get to actually know the person before our nervous system gets totally entangled with this other? Can we have a balanced scale as the very first truth we enter into a relationship with? Now, I have the Justice card and the Empress card are both looking to the past, and there's no other people here. So when we are creating a space for our higher love to enter, let's make sure we're doing that from the present moment. Because if we're looking at how we acted in the past, we will create the past in our future. In order to create a new thing in the future, we must create it from the present moment and from a state of justice in the present moment, a state of celebration, a state of knowing who we truly are in the present moment. Yeah. We have no more time Eight of Swords to be in our head about it, to feel like we're lost in bondage. The transformation is occurring, and celebration is going to be the only thing available for our future. And then we go right back to the beginning card of the Nine of Pentacles. We've done it. We're independent. The Queen of Pentacles. It was over here. The Queen of Pentacles. We have been able to engage ourselves in the real world with a place that we can sit on as our own throne, where that has growth and fertility, that brings in life, that has animal spirits. We are that Nine of Pentacles is looking towards the future. Abandonment and disappointing emotions have come into reciprocity, and the wheel turns. All options are now available from a healed space. The Seven of Pentacles and the Star. The Emperor now has to go within and review all of the toxic betrayal he offered to his partnerships. And the Tower, look how these two are so close together, is going to make his healing something of the past, is going to make his healing defensive. Because he thought he was in his spiritual height, and he thought he was offering love from an emotional pool, but he was offering it from his shadow. So the father line, this is being done for the father line. And these cards repeating themselves when this deck had nothing to do with any of that message is just a reminder to stay in the present moment when creating our future. Because as soon as we look to the past in our present moment, yeah, we create a space of emotional overload. The Lovers is trying to come in on the bottom of the deck. We're trying to have the relationship that is angelically guided, but it has to be created from the present moment, or we end up having to walk away emotionally from another relationship. It may happen that way, that you have to walk away from, because once you actually know the pattern, once you actually witness the reasons why, and you try to get into a relationship with somebody, sometimes you still have past motions of creation that have took momentum for what you believed you wanted to experience. And that has to set in. So you have to be able to see, like, man, I created this from a shadow. I created this from a part of myself that I really didn't like. And even though it's a beautiful emotional connection, I might not be ready to engage emotionally from a place that's not of my shadow. You may be you may feel like you're called out. You may feel like you're getting very hot. You may feel like you're triggered a lot with the connection that is supposed to be your highest. This is why connection, such as a twin flame, there's a period of separation, because you come into union, but you realize you've skirted around the work. So you've done a majority of your work. You think you did the majority of your work. And then you get into the relationship with that person that is your mirror. And they show you things that you didn't even want to know about yourself. So you have to pull back and reevaluate how you want to move forward from a space of the present moment. Disengaging from the universe all of the things that you previously thought you wanted, to create from the present moment how you would like a relationship to look in the future. This is why you have to go through so many relationships to see what you don't want before you get what you do want. My name is April. I love you. This is what I got for today. Higher love. Bye.